Salut pour tous, soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Ed Zanetti. And welcome to you all following our series about the new carbon market. We already talked about the main similarities and difference we have between the Kyoto Protocol and the now running Paris Agreement. We know that the Paris Agreement do not accept any temporary credits for this new period. We already learned about how the methodologies migrate. We know that we don't have any temporary credits due to the fact that we have the 100 years rule now within the Paris Agreement, which means that you have to show the capacity to hold the carbon for at least 100 years in order to generate one credit. Whatever you do below this period, you will have a discount rate. And we start talking about the fact that the Red Plus does not belong to this Paris Agreement. There are no Red Plus credits on this. And also that never were available forest credits to trade into the carbon market. There was never a forest credit being negotiated or being emitted into the regulatory markets. What we have were silvicultural, forestry credits, which is a different thing, because forestry, silvicultural, is a technique. So you can develop it further if you have developed some silvicultural techniques which increase productivity, for example, then you have a carbon credit. We have a clear division on the Paris Agreement between the biological cycle of carbon, the short-lived carbon cycle, where you can influence by increasing productivity, by increasing land use intensification. This is how we deal with the with the biological carbon. With the geological carbon, the long cycle carbon, we can influence that by increasing the time we are storing the carbon in the terrestrial or ecosystem or oceanic ecosystem. And this period of time has to go over a few thousands of years when you store this carbon, not something that happens with trees. Trees die. So for the biological cycle, we can manage agricultural, silvicultural, or pasture lands in order to increase the flux of this CO2. And for the geological carbon, we need to find storage areas where we can keep it for over a couple of thousands of years. And those are the new techniques, new technologies that you can finance with the carbon credits. It's what we will be talking about in the next episodes. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Ed Zanetti for tous les amis africains.